Amendments in protecting civil liberties and natural rights. The Bill of Rights is a collection of the first 10 amendments in the Constitution. These amendments are aimed at protecting our civil liberties, which are the freedoms that all humans possess that the government can't interfere with or make laws against. The Bill of Rights were originally added to appease the anti-federalists who were concerned about a strong central government. Preventing abuse by the government is the job of the Second, Third, and Fourth Amendments. These amendments allow citizens to bear arms, prohibiting the government from housing soldiers in your home, and protecting your right to privacy and not to be taken advantage of by law enforcement. Protecting the rights of the accused is the job of the Fifth, Sixth, and Eighth Amendments. These amendments make sure that due process is followed and that your punishment and bail fits the crime you committed. Protecting the rights of the people and the state are the jobs of the 7th, 9th, 10th, and 13th Amendment. These amendments give powers to the states that aren't delegated to the federal government in the Constitution and grant every citizen their silent rights and give a jury trial to every defendant. Expanding and protecting voting rights is the job of the 15th, 17th, 19th, 23rd, 24th, and 26th Amendments. These amendments gave the right to vote to African American males, women, and lowered the voting age to 18 instead of 21. Under these, the poll tax was also eliminated. Changing the structure and organizing the government are the job of the 11th, 12th, 16th, 18th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 25th, and 27th Amendments. These last amendments further organize the government by making it more efficient and changing the structure to adapt to the modern age. They were added to change the government to fit what the United States needed at the time. Protecting civil liberties and natural rights is the job of the First and 14th Amendments. The 14th Amendment guarantees equal protection under the law for all citizens. The First Amendment protects our freedoms of speech, religion, assembly, petition, and press. A Supreme Court case that expanded our First Amendment rights was Tinker versus Des Moines, which upheld our right of symbolic free speech. One day, John F. Tinker and Mary Beth Tinker decided to wear black armbands to school to protest against the Vietnam War and supporting the Christmas truce called for by Senator Robert F. Kennedy. Their school, seeing the armbands as disruptive to the school environment, insisted the Tinkers to take off their armbands. The Tinkers saw this as a violation of their First Amendment right to free speech. They took their case all the way to the Supreme Court, where the court held that the Tinkers' rights were violated. The precedent was set that symbolic free speech is supported by the Constitution. The SCOTUS case that limited our First Amendment rights was Schneck versus United States. Schneck passed out anti-job circulars during a time of war, and the Supreme Court ruled that his actions were unconstitutional due to them causing a clear and present danger. This holding set the precedent that during times of war, speech is less protected under the First Amendment, thus limiting free speech based on the situation. The SCOTUS case of Bethel versus Frazier limited the First Amendment rights of students. In Bethel versus Frazier, the court ruled that it is okay for a school to prohibit the use of offensive speech after a student gave a speech with graphic sexual metaphors. The precedent was set that if speech in school interferes with educational values, it is not protected by the Constitution. The end! Woo!